pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We have a presentation before we get started today. We're going to do our boards and commissions presentations as they come. We're not going to make everyone come at the same time. So today is the Environmental Advisory Council. Janine?
Hi, everybody. I actually have a copy of my report to give to everybody, but I think Andrea has it. So I'm only going to read out the bold-faced stuff, so it'll be as short as I can possibly make it, considering what we did this year. Your EAC was extremely involved and productive during 2018. All 7 of our regular members, our 1 associate member, our board partner, Jen Herring, and our special projects coordinator, Andrea Sustin, contributed their energy and time to accomplish a great deal and to establish a recognized presence in our township and beyond. We spent time streamlining our organization and procedures this year. We created a strategic plan, which I hope is in your packet. We created an EAC calendar, which has on it regular events and one-time events and special events, and can be used by EACs in subsequent years so that it's more organized and we don't forget anything, ever. We initiated a Doyletown Birdtown committee. We created 2 email contact lists, one for our Doyletown Community Birdtown and one for our Bucksmont EAC network. And you'd be surprised at how many times people in the region want to get in touch with your EAC, because I know that we're seen as leaders in the area. We created a template for data collection and procedure for heritage tree identification. We made the Pennsylvania Land Trust Association EAC handbook available to each EAC member in hard copy, and these will remain as township properties so that as people come and go from the council, they can have this handbook and at least get an introduction to what it means to serve on an environmental advisory council. We appointed our own EAC videographer. We joined with the Parks and Rec Board for the first annual joint meeting, which will now take place every March. We designed and purchased an EAC banner. We're in the process of creating name tags so that when we have a public event, people will know who we are. We initiated an update of the township's recommended landscape and buffer planting ordinance, which is in process now, as I know that you all know. We recommended 2 resolutions to the Board of Supervisors that have regional importance: the Delaware River Keepers Network resolution and the Year of the Bird resolution. We had an active role in helping the township celebrate its bicentennial. We had that beautiful garden party in May, and then we planted all those beautiful trees in Central Park and over at the dog park. Although I know that Bucks Beautiful did the dog park planting, our EAC was really the group, and of course our staff, that wonderful public works staff that we have, did a fabulous job getting all those oak trees planted. But you know, we had 30 volunteers on both Saturdays. So that was a great way to celebrate the bicentennial. It is now an oak grove, and it's beautiful. The EAC's native plant demonstration garden saw continued growth and transformation in 2018. We have a great new sign. We have plant identification tags. We're in the process of creating 9 QR code signs. We have boulders. We have a trellis. And up to 28 volunteers showed up this year on our work days, which, as you know, are the last Saturday of every month, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., March through November. And as you also know, we were given a Pennsylvania Horticultural Society Garden of Distinction Award this year. Our Birdtown committee was active and involved. We held 2 bird walks. We had an EAC Birdtown information table at 2 township events. The Bluebird Trail nest boxes were mapped, and we just cleaned out 37 bluebird nesting boxes this past Saturday, because the bluebirds, I don't know if you've noticed, but they're starting to check out the real estate. We reached out to the township's residents and residents of neighboring municipalities in many ways during 2018. We had a talk by Dr. Dan Duran from Drexel University about limiting Lyme disease by paying attention to the plants on your property. We had a talk by landscape designer Larry Weiner. His talk was At Home with Native Plants. We sponsored the Bucksmont EAC Summit. We had a special speaker, Dr. Marilyn Howarth, who spoke about groundwater quality and its health effects. This year we certified 4 more heritage trees in the township. We also recommended specific buffer plantings for a strip of township land on Ash Road. We continued our efforts to connect to local schools. We have a strong connection to Delaware Valley University. We've used their auditorium in the Life Sciences building now many times for speakers and even the summit, the EAC Summit this year. And I think we even had our we had our joint meeting of Parks and Rec and EAC over there as well. Our connection to Central Bucks School District has grown this year. We have volunteers from the National Honor Society at our work days. They help to plant the bicentennial oaks in October. We have a connection to Kutz Elementary School. We gave some financial support to Kutz so that they could have the Bucks County Community College Artmobile there this April. Why did we do that? Because the theme is pollinators. And every class at Kutz will have a 45-minute event in the Artmobile. The Kutz Elementary second graders, again, took a walk with me in May. This is either the 3rd or the 4th year that we've done it, and it's a joy to walk with them. They carry their habitat journals, and we walk for an hour from the school through the native plant garden. We check out the bird blind, we go around the basin, and we usually identify at least 10 or 12 different birds. Their favorite bird is always the turkey vulture because it's called TV. They love that. We also this year designed and installed an educational sign at the Pine Run Reservoir. We encourage the reinstallation and cleanup of dog ordinance signs over there at the reservoir, and I was there today to see the new sign, to walk around because it was such a beautiful day, and we even spied a raven. We heard it, we saw it at Pine Run Reservoir. Cool. Check out that sign. If you haven't seen it, it's really beautiful. We are working with an Eagle Scout candidate again. Sometime this year there will be an insect hotel over there by the garden. Don't ask me any more about that yet. It's in progress. So we continue to pursue knowledge and information also about environmental issues, both as a council and as individuals. 3 of our members attended the Land Ethics Symposium in March of 2018. 2 of our members attended the Climate Energy Expo at Haverford College this year. At 2 of our meetings, we hosted special guests who gave us information about environmental programs that encourage sustainable practices both locally and statewide. We heard from the Citizens Climate Lobby, and we heard from a group called Ready for 100. When you get a copy of this, and I think Andrea will make sure you get a copy of this, there are more details about all of the things that we as an EAC accomplished in 2018. I'm very proud of this group. And, drum roll, please, I have a special announcement. Just this afternoon, late this afternoon, like about 3:30, I received an email from Kelly Jocelyn at Bowman's Hill Wildflower Preserve informing me that our EAC, our Native Plant Demonstration Garden, has won the 2019 Land Ethics Award from Bowman's Hill Wildflower Preserve.
Oh, hey.
The presses. So, again, it's an award-winning garden, and your EAC is hot. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would just like to make a comment. Janine, I just want to commend you and your entire committee and all the support staff that helps that for what the EAC has become. And you look at the 28 volunteers that you described. I remember it wasn't too long ago you might have had 3 or 4 volunteers, and now it's up to 28, and you guys are just doing so many things. So thank you very much for your efforts.
Thank you, Ken. It's our pleasure.
Well, you know me, I'm not at all competitive. Boy, I love winning those awards.
You brought so much substance to this
Yep.
to this community, and knowledge and education. And making us all better stewards by your example.
The group is awesome. I mean, they're doing things on their own and bringing things to the committee. It's just wonderful.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything to say? Any visitors or public comment? Okay, not seeing any. We're next going to meet on February 19th at 7 p.m. We're closed on Monday, the 18th, for President's Day. Ski and movie and the Philadelphia Flower Show tickets are available. Please contact our administrative offices or doyletownrec.com for more information. Christmas tree drop-off is ending on February 10th, 2019. Drop your trees off if you haven't already. I can't believe you would still have them, but at the New Britain Road entrance to Central Park by February 10th. Doyletown Township Park and Recreation, in partnership with Premier World Discoveries, offering 2 trips in 2019, California Rails and Rome and the Country Roads of Tuscany. So contact, again, the administrative offices or doyletownrec.com for more information. Next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of January 15, 2019. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes?
Yes.
Any changes or corrections?
Motion we approve the minutes?
Wow.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd just like to say I recognize that Ryan, I'm surprised. Ryan is not here. She had a call to go to California unexpectedly for work, so that's where she is right now in California. Her work does take her everywhere. Anyway, so she apologizes, and it was the last-minute notice that we got yesterday, so that's where Ryan is. All right, correspondences, anything?
Nothing at this time.
Solicitor, do you have any report?
Nothing to report at the moment.
Chief, do you have anything to report? Engineer?
To report?
All right, Directive of Operations, I know you've got stuff.
Yes, I have 2 change orders for your review and recommendation for approval. First is Penn Builders Incorporated change order number 5. This is to memorialize what we call for the municipal complex admin and police building construction change directive. The construction change directive process was put into place by the building committee to approve work so that we don't have an impact to the schedule of the project. When these construction change directives come before the building committee, they are first reviewed by our engineer or architect. They also reviewed by Mr. Rob Gallant, our construction manager, and they make recommendations to us for approval. The building committee meets and reviews them and then discusses and then makes a decision. That is also part of our change order process. So the first one is for Penn Builders. It totals $1,580. It's to memorialize 2 change order directives. One, change order directive number 2, in the amount of $3,959, and change directive number 3 in the amount of $7,621. I'm asking for your approval.
One thing, I think you said 1,580. It's 11,000.
11,000, I'm sorry, totaling
Okay, great,
11,580. I apologize.
That's all right, big difference.
Thank you.
All right, so is there a motion to approve change order, the first that totals 11,580?
Move to approve the change order for $11,580. We went over this in detail, so we're good to go.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Any other questions?
Would it be possible to get, when we receive change orders, would it be possible to get how that impacts the budget, where it hits the budget?
Sure.
When we get the
Yes.
change orders? I would love to see that in the packet, so that when I approve it, I know where we are in the budget.
Okay. I have that information now as well. I mean, in totality, the 2 change orders that I'm bringing before you will basically bring our total change order amount to just above 2% over the original construction costs. So right now, our change order totals are 2% over.
And you had estimated into the project what percent?
We had a 5% contingency on
So it's
change
still
orders.
well within-
So right now, we're about 40% through our 5% contingency costs.
Great.
But I will do that in the future.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second is,
Let me call the question.
Oh, I'm
Any other
sorry.
questions on that one? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. All right, and the next one,
the second is, again, the same thing, a construction change directive that was submitted by Anchor Fire Protection in the amount of $19,500 let's start over. $19,951.11, and this was for the installation of additional sprinkler heads, piping above the trusses, and some structural plywood that was installed in the roof attic space. And then this was approved, reviewed, and recommended by Philson Donovan, by J.D. Bravo, and was reviewed and approved by the building committee. So I'm
Okay.
asking for your approval on this change order as well. Change order number 1 for
All
anchor
right.
fire
Is
protection.
there a motion to approve the change order that totals $19,951?
Move to approve change order for $19,591.11
You meant
for anchor.
$19,951.11. You said the exact same thing.
What is it?
$19,951.11.
Yeah, that's all right.
Whatever.
Yes.
That's the number.
Motion to approve.
Second. All right. Any other questions, comments, all in favor?
Aye.
I just one comment. It
Please.
was reassuring to see that everybody involved, the committee and the staff and our consultants, looking down the road. And we talk about the cost of this building. Yes, but it was good to see the message went to Penn Builders and the like, that we're not building this, just get it done the cheapest we can. I mean, we put a lot of money into, and this installation is going to save on energy several times what it costs us.
Right.
So it's that long-term thinking that I was impressed with, and I'm glad that you conveyed that message to the contractor, that there's a better way of doing it that prolongs maintenance, or not prolong it, but eliminates some of the future maintenance. I was happy to see that. That's all.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, training request from Ms. Mason regarding Andrea's system.
Yes, I'll be attending as Vice President, Regional Vice President, I'll be at the ICMA Northeast Regional Conference. ICMA is covering my expenses. However, I think this is a wonderful training opportunity for Andrea regarding areas of technology, sustainability, becoming smart communities, dealing with social media and things like that. And I think it would be a wonderful opportunity for her to attend this training. So I would ask that she be able to go from April 3rd to the 5th over in New Jersey.
Okay. That needs approval from the board. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, supervisors, well, I guess I'm going to start because my name's there. I'm very pleased to report, and you recognize in your packet, that Monument Bank is going to be the sponsor of our amphitheater for the next 3 years. So their name will be on top of the amphitheater. It's going to be known as the Monument Bank Amphitheater. And they're paying us substantial money in order to do that. So we're very pleased. Covenant Bank is no longer our sponsor on the amphitheater, so we welcome Monument Bank. And I spoke to Chris Nardo today, who happens to be a township resident, president of the bank. I think that's what his title is. I'm giving him the
Yes.
president and CEO. I had the opportunity to just briefly chat with him, and they're so excited. They're so thrilled. They want to be part of the community. They think that their sponsorship and their name on this great structure is going to help them, but they also really want to help Doyletown Township and the Central Bucks community in doing what we do best, providing, a place for everyone to come and have fun and be, entertained. Speaking of which, the Thompson Performing Arts Series is going to continue as the Thompson Performing Arts Series. The Thompson organization is going to sponsor the series for the next 3 years as well. So we're funded very well. We'll still have some fundraising to do for the art series, but you'll see it's very well worthy of funding, because the art series this year is jam-packed with stuff. Quality music, quality entertainment, great films. So I'm very pleased to welcome Monument Bank, and it's going to be just wonderful working with them. So
Yeah, the interesting thing about that is that because Monument is merging with Citizens and Northern, this is going to be a great way for them to get their name out.
Exactly.
So they saw it as a good opportunity for them, too. So
Yep.
this worked out well.
Right, and then come June, there'll be a different name. They might put up a temporary, we might put up a temporary Monument Bank sign, but then when they merge with Citizens in New Jersey, Citizen Northern, whatever their name is, don't quote me.
Yeah,
But
Citizens
when
and
they
Northern.
merge, they'll put up, we'll have a more, permanent fixture there. So, welcome and thank you to those guys, to John Thompson and Chris Nardo and Monument Bank. Okay? That's all I have. Do you have anything, Rick?
No, it's good. No. I'm always in for bringing in more money.
That's what we do. Do you have anything, Ken?
Nothing for me, nope.
I have a few comments. The first, I wanted to say Happy Lunar New Year to anybody who's celebrating. This is the Year of the Pig, and today is the first day. That said,
I didn't know that.
this is the first day since the passing of our fireworks ordinance that you are permitted to set off consumer-grade fireworks.
Oh, because it's Chinese New Year.
Because it's Chinese New Year, exactly.
Just for today, though.
Just for today. So see the webpage under new ordinances for those times and days that you are permitted to do that. And I also want to remind all the residents that a Patriots win in the Super Bowl does not qualify for fireworks getting set off. It doesn't this year, and I am going to guess it never, ever will in the township. I also want to recognize February as Black History Month. I would like to also recognize the significant contributions that African Americans have made to the township, to our community, and just make sure that that's stated. I want to make sure that we understand that a lot of history has been lost in the African American community since the beginning of Bucks County. There hasn't been much in the record of African Americans' accomplishments, but also everyday lives. But there is a program going on at the county level under the Recorder of Deeds that's she's repairing old deed books. They're beautiful old deed books, and some of them are even signed by William Penn. And they've been warehoused and rotting and breaking down, and they weren't preserved. So they're currently raising money to preserve these books. And some of them, as it relates to Black History Month, some of them are actually have recordings of slave ownership in the county. And although that's a dark part of Black history, I think it should be acknowledged. And I appreciate the fact that the Recorder of Deeds, Robin Robinson, is doing that. So if you're interested, go on her webpage. She's raising money for it. You can stop by her office in the county and support her efforts.
In fact, the Recorder of Deeds is coming to our meeting in June to discuss her program.
Wonderful.
So we will have her here. We'll be able to talk to her and
Hopefully she'll
support
bring
her,
some of those books.
support her efforts. Yes, absolutely. All right, that's great. Thanks.
The chair will allow me, I was nervous when you asked me last night. I did have one thing that I wanted to do.
Go ahead. Sorry if I made you nervous.
Well, you know I'm sensitive. It was in order to smooth over things and kind of fix, if you will, the Grasso presentation at the last board meeting. Stephanie took the lead, contacted Mr. Benner, who is the counsel for Grasso, and discussed with him how he needs to better approach the Planning Commission. So we're going to break the presentation to the Planning Commission into 2, possibly 3 segments. We're just going to deal with one at one meeting, one at the next, and if we need another one. At that point, the Planning Commission should be able to make an advisory position and recommend to the board what direction to take. So we can smooth that out. Next time they come to the board, it'll be a lot smoother and a lot cleaner, and all the thanks goes to Stephanie. She took the charge.
Okay. Excellent. Thank you. All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Everybody good? All right, moving on. And no unfinished business? New business, 2019 trash hauler permits. You saw the memo from Stephanie. There are 5, right? Residential and 3 commercial, 4 commercial, and they're, no, wait.
No, there's 5
4.
who do both residential and commercial.
Are there?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then there's ones who just do the commercial, and then there's
Oh, I see.
two who do like construction debris.
Okay. So anyway, they're on our website. Does everyone have an opportunity to review them? Are there any particular questions or issues about any one of them, except for the general issues that we have?
No,
Well, we can't regulate rates. We can only make
Cannot
sure
do
they're
that.
licensed and have insurance and that kind of thing, so.
So, and
but it
these
was
are
interesting to see the highest rate here is Republic Services.
Yep.
2 times a week at $303.
Right.
Significant. yeah.
That's a
We'll
lot.
be posting all of this on the website, but they're looking for their permits to be able to haul trash and recyclables in the township.
All right, is there a motion to approve the
Make
permits?
the motion, we approve the permits.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty then. Emergency Operations Plan Resolution, the biannual update, resolutions 1 through 3 were set electronically. Everyone had a chance to look at them?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
Any changes, corrections? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Was there first and a second?
I'll make the first.
I'll second.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll go back and vote.
Okay. Did I rush that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, a
so.
little bit.
You think?
All
Okay.
right.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'd like to thank whoever took the time and went through the details of that and corrected some,
Of the names?
yeah, so I think that I appreciate the,
That was Sinclair.
was it Sinclair?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your fastidiousness.
Should we motion that too?
Why not? How about a plaque?
Yeah. Thank you. Rick is always really happy when somebody fixes it before it comes out.
Yes, I appreciate it. I think we're all happy.
All right, land development regarding the Doyletown Green, accepting of their dedicated,
I've been advised by the township engineer, not this one, but Mario, that the improvements are done and ready for dedication. And I prepared the appropriate resolution making that dedication conditioned on providing a maintenance bond, certification from the engineer, our engineer, that there are no encroachments, certification they're ready for dedication, receipt of a title insurance policy amount of $50,000, all bills being paid to the township, all homes have final certificates of occupancy, payable maintenance funds, and a list of tax parcels. So with that in mind, would recommend that the board adopt the resolution with those conditions.
okay? Is there a motion to do that?
I'll make that motion to do that.
To do that? Adopt the resolution with those recommendations as enumerated by the solicitor. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any questions?
Yes. What specifically is being dedicated?
The streets,
Just the streets?
not the basin.
Not the
Okay.
right-of-way?
The right-of-way comes with the streets, yeah, but no basin.
Streets, right-of-way, no
Okay.
basins.
Fine, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda, planning modules for Tabi.
This is a land development, one-lot subdivision over on Pebble Hill Road that the Board of Supervisors already adopted. Part of that is that they're having on-lot sewage disposal, and DEP is requiring a full-blown planning module, and as part of the planning module package, there is a resolution that the board needs to adopt so that we can send that off to be reviewed by DEP.
Okay. Why are there two?
One's
The
for
next one's for the other.
prison,
It's one,
the
the
expansion
second
of the
one, yeah. I
Correctional
mean,
facility? It's not the same.
They're going into public, but again, they were required to do additional work for DEP, and you have that resolution as well. You can do them together, separate.
Let's do them separately. Okay, so we have planning modules one for the Tabi property and one for the Bucks County Correctional Women's Facility. So does anyone have any questions about the Tabi resolution? No?
No.
Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Now, there's a request for the same resolution for the Bucks County Women's Correctional Facility. Has everyone had a chance to look at that? Any questions regarding that? Is there a motion to approve it?
I'll move to approve it.
Thank you.
I'll second. Yeah.
Second with,
No, my
Schneider?
esteemed colleague,
yes. All
yes.
in favor? Yes, you get the next one.
Aye.
Aye. All in
Aye.
favor was aye, yes. Okay, thank you. Request for land development waiver for Central Bucks School District. Is this the salt storage?
Yes, Mr. Harris is here. If you take
Can you take the podium with the microphone, sir, please? Identify yourself and then outline your request, please.
My name is Glenn Harris. I'm from Renew Design Group. We are the sub-consultants to GKO Architects, who is the consultant for Central Bucks School District, to add a salt storage shed on their facility at their operations and maintenance facility located, as you're probably familiar with, there along, what is that, 313, where the entrance is. And the proposal is to add a salt barn. It's posted up there on that. I have plans with me this evening. I'm happy to answer any questions, make a presentation if you would like me to, or keep it as short as you would like me to. We have received 2 letters in response to the plans that have been prepared and submitted from Boucher and James. And we've been through those letters and actually have made adjustments and are prepared to turn around any resubmission of materials back to the township as a matter of tomorrow. Even we could do that.
Are they all will complies?
Yes, they're will complies and have complies, I would say, at this point. And so the nature of the project is to add a salt barn to the edge of the paved area that already exists. It will not impact the flow of vehicular movement on the site. It will not impact their storage of buses, the amount of their parking. It will simply facilitate their ability to have a place to safely store salt and not have to manage it as well out in the open. It'll be under a roofed condition. They'll use a bobcat to go in and scoop some salt and move it into their trucks that they're taking to their facilities to keep the ice down where they need to. That's the gist of the project. Would you like me to share more information with you or present plan in more detail?
No,
or?
I just have one question. I had 2 letters from you guys.
Yes.
So there will comply for both the February 1st and February 4th letters?
Yes.
Okay.
We got both letters yesterday, and the second one was the one that was more, I think, directly related to the land development waiver. The first one, I think, was a little more technical, related to the, I suppose we'll end up with a grading permit when we're all done here, and so the content of the first letter I see as more grading permit related. The content of the second letter was zoning related. Are we in compliance with? And the only thing in the second letter, I'll just say this, there was a comment about impervious surface ratio. If you read that, you might have questioned, and that was our fault. We had a decimal point in the wrong spot.
Okay.
It's 54.2%, and the allowable is 60%.
Okay.
We represented it as 0.54%, and that was our mistake.
Okay, thank
If the
you.
board's inclined to do this, it would be subject to compliance with the 2 Boucher and James letters and also execution of a waiver of land development agreement.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the board?
I'm okay with that. No need to go through land development, so I'll make that motion.
Agreed.
All right, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye. You're good to go.
Thank you very much.
No,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. Tell our friends over at Central Bucks School District we say hi.
I'll be happy to do that.
You're a good neighbor. All right, next item on the agenda, here it is. No, wait. No, we got payment for the Pebble Ridge, Woodridge, boy, it's hard to say. Pebble Ridge, Woodridge Area Sewer Project. They're looking for some money, go figure. They want to get paid $935,348.
Right.
And $25,120 in permit fees. Everyone had a chance to look at this. This is a distribution payment.
Right.
And there's also, and Alex is here, there's also, Alex, a $85,000 payment for the first amount of work, is that correct? So there's actually one payment request and one reimbursement under the loan request is really how it's.
Okay, yeah, I
to be-
see.
yeah.
Yes, thanks for that detail. Mm-hmm. So it's 3 numbers that we're approving,
Yes.
okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. All right.
You didn't put it in my face this time.
I didn't put it in your face, but I mistakenly.
And just so the board knows, people from Gilmore and Associates, Mr. Colello, myself, representatives from our Ways and Means Committee who live in the neighborhood, as well as representatives from our Public Water and Sewer Advisory Board and Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority have been meeting about every other month or so. About every other month or so, and we're going over the details of how the project is progressing. We have information on our website. Bucks County has information on theirs. We're keeping those updated. In addition, we're going over these requests, and we did discuss with that committee the need for those reimbursements. As the board knows, we also have expenses that we incurred previously. They're part of that loan application, and Ken Wallace is working with Gilmore. We're going to be putting our requests together and coming forth with a similar letter in the next month or so. So the committee reviewed it and would recommend the approval for the board to consider.
Just a question on that process. So the committee reviews this before it comes here?
Not all of the expenses, but if you take an action, they review it. In this case, they knew ahead of time that this
Okay.
was coming
I thought-
together.
yeah, that's what I
and
thought
so,
was
yeah, so it just depends on timing, Ken.
Okay, that's fine.
But everybody's keeping up to date on
But
what's
if it's
happening.
before or after, they still get reviewed by the committee?
Exactly. They
Right.
know what's going on, the progression that we're making with
Yep. Good.
with the project.
Okay.
And Alex is here for any details that the board may have regarding.
Does anyone have any questions about?
No? As long as the committee's
Okay.
reviewing it.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the payments of $85,079.08?
I'll move to approve.
Reimbursement of $35,348, and a payment of $25,120 for permit fees.
Yeah, I'll move to approve.
Okay. There's a motion for the payment of those three
No,
numbers?
I'll second it.
Is there a
And just,
second?
as Stephanie said, this is accumulated over the years. This isn't just one big
Right.
bill they're hitting us
In
with.
fact, the $900,000 is stuff that they
Yeah,
spent years
exactly.
ago.
Yeah.
They're just
preparation.
finally getting paid. All right, so there's a motion, there's a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Did you get the second? Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda is the Performing Arts Series that I spoke to earlier. You can see the cost of the series, just as they're listed here, totals $30,000, $30,750. Now, some of that money's some of the cost is coming from Thompson. The rest of it is, we do fundraising. Some of it comes from a grant.
No, there's no more.
No more grants?
Those were cut off
No
years
more
ago.
grants.
No more.
So we raise the funds. So any contributions from the community is welcome. But what we're asked to do here, if I'm Karen Sweeney, is to approve the lineup for 2019.
And Barbara, if I may, I just would like to say that we're celebrating 25 years that we have had Performing Arts Series in Central Park.
Thank you for that. Yep, it does say 25 years. Now, we approve this lineup, but individual contracts will be signed by me, probably. So authorizing each individual, group that comes to perform. The movies don't need a contract necessarily. It's just the bands. All right? So is there a motion to approve this lineup?
I'll move to approve the lineup.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Ken, you have a question?
Yeah, I was just going to wait till Rick seconded, but he did. So.
I did.
Yeah, more of a comment, because it wasn't in your packets, but over the past 2 years for 2017, 2018, we've also asked Karen and Stephanie to go through, well, what you see in front of you is just the performer cost, and look at what are other costs associated with putting these events on. And so I must admit they're doing a much, much better job on trying to identify exactly what the bottom line is at the end of the year. So they're doing a really good job. So hopefully we can continue this.
Yeah.
Because this, and I'm not saying we wouldn't do it even if we lost money, but at least we can answer the question, this is really what it's costing the
Do
township.
you want to share that number with everybody else? Like,
Well, I don't know if
copies for everybody.
Stephanie's...
I have copies of other people.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Ken's been asking, he's a data guy, so we've always provided that, but, it takes a lot of time to pull it all together and everything, but,
Yeah.
so just what's the bottom line? We don't need to all sit down and
Bottom
look
line
at this right
at the end
now.
of the day, we're still ahead of the game.
You're still
Not
ahead
a
of the
lot.
game. It's like $5,000
Yeah,
at the end
$5,000 to
of
$6,000
2018.
every year.
Okay.
We're ahead of the
It's a
game.
public service, so you
Yeah.
get away by...
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's a
Yes.
good thing.
Yeah.
And it's
we
a
can
wonderful
show that.
program, and
So our costs are covered and we're still ahead.
Yes.
So, we got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, and it is a public service. It's something that we should be doing as a township, but it's nice that it's not costing taxpayers money.
Correct.
It costs people other ways, but taxpayers. Okay. Safe Digging Month resolution, Pennsylvania 811. They asked us to do this every year, and it's an important public service that everybody knows that they shouldn't get their shovels out and start digging without notifying the service that one call, Pennsylvania One Call, that comes out and takes some, some spray, paint, and marks your ground. Depending on what you're looking for, it'll be a red for one line and a yellow for another line, but it's important to call Pennsylvania One Call before anybody does any digging on your yard. And most, if not all, contractors who function in Doylestown Township know that. Otherwise, they don't get to play here anymore. All right, so is there a motion to approve the Resolution 811, is that what it is?
No,
It's not
Pennsylvania
numbered.
Safe Digging.
Pennsylvania
Safe Digging.
811, Safe Digging Month number, resolution, we don't have a resolution number. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
Move to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then we have a Eagle Scout proclamation for Mr. DeGorio, Troop 52.
The Giorgio.
Thank you. DeGorio.
The Giorgio, just like the spaghetti sauce.
Giorgio.
Giorgio. Thank you, Mr. Colello.
There you go.
Is there a motion? Did I hear?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And good luck to you, sir. His Eagle Scout, we know that when that is yet? No.
not yet, no.
Not know. His Court of Honor is. All right, bills list. You received electronically. Is there a motion to approve the bills list for February 5th, 2019?
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. The next meeting of this board is Tuesday, February 19th at 7. We're going to be closed on Monday, February 18th for President's Day. You can get ski tickets, movie tickets, and flower show tickets from doylestownrec.com. Christmas tree drop-off is the last day, is February 10th at the New Britain entrance to Central Park. And Doylestown Township Park and Rec, in partnership with Premier World Discovery, is hosting two trips for 2019. The California Rail Discovery, and the Roman Country Roads of Tuscany. So visit doylestownrec.com for more information, or just stop by administrative offices to get that detail. Anything else? Hearing none, we're all adjourned. Thank you very much, everybody, and there's stuff to sign.
Oh, yeah.